Hey, what's up guys? The rank 4 and 5 player in the world is cycling circles around his opponents with this sinister logbait cycle deck. This deck moves at extreme speed, cycling princesses, wall breakers, and goblin gangs at the bridge. Opponents rarely have room to breathe because they're pelted with bait cards every second, especially Goblin Barrel, since this deck's specialty is spamming that evolution. Because when you have the real Goblin Barrel on one side and a fake Goblin Barrel supported by an Ice Spirit or a Valkyrie, opponents are gonna panic. They have to log or spell both sides, and that's not feasible for most players, especially when they've wasted their spells on the other logbait cards in the deck, essentially giving Evolved Goblin Barrel guaranteed damage every time. Even the hardest possible counters in the game are beatable with this deck.
It needs to be paid with blood or some sort of pain. You caused a permanent stain, which has
Top ranked player with this deck might be the spammiest player in Clash Royale history. And he uses Dagger Duchess because whenever opponents defend his spam, he'll be cycling cards into the Dagger Duchess that give you positive elixir trades. It's time to unleash unbelievable levels of bait spam to assert dominance. And big barrels of love to everyone that's using credit code SirTag to make the high effort videos possible. EB, what's up? It's time to spam you. Fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Okay, if you guys know that, you're a real one. If you don't, then you need to get cultured.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman.
Anyway, we're in a really good spot already, finding out their opponent's probably playing a bridge spam deck, because if any of their cards cost 3 elixir or less, watch as the Dagger Duchess deletes them. So we yeeted that bandit away without spending any extra elixir there, whereas the Princess Tower would have taken a bandit shot, usually. We can also go in for wall breakers on the right side and then use our Dark Goblin in a precarious placement to possibly snipe this Magic Archer. So I want it to not be in alignment. It might take 3 shots, I think. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Yeah, he's going to lose the Electro Wizard with 1 hit on our tower. Then he's also going to lose the Magic Archer, and I can go Goblin Barrel on the other side just to try to get damage there, and then Princess the other side as well. So immediately, as you can see, this deck is able to play way more aggressive than most. I can go Ice Spirit here and take no damage against the bandit, and that's again one of the main reasons why I really love Dagger Duchess in this deck, and that is why the top ladder player plays it. Unfortunately, I did a bit overcommitment there, so I'm going to have to go for a Valkyrie a little bit later after the Barbarians calibrate and connect to our tower. But they're not going to spawn extra hits on our tower there. It's just going to be the regular hits. I think we can go for a Goblin Barrel and then try to use the evolution as early as possible. Maybe the Magic Archer is going to lock onto the wrong ones. Dude, we're doing so much damage. Holy! He magically lost half of his tower there. Let's go. So I can go for a Princess off to the side and then use Ice Spirit on this Magic Archer so he doesn't get any extra value. Love doing plays like that. Unfortunately, guys, we weren't able to just cycle the Ice Spirit. We had to go in for the Princess as well. And another negative about this is I think I have to go for Wall Breaker so we can see his Royal Ghost. Otherwise, it's just going to not be visible for us, so we would take a lot more damage. It's going to go for a Pekka, interestingly enough, so seems like a really aggro player that doesn't necessarily care about defending his right side. So what I want to do is I want to bait out all of his elixir. I'm not trying to take the right-hand tower or anything. I'm trying to keep his elixir low, so we are going to be able to see that this Pekka dies quickly to a Inferno Tower. I'm going to Ice Spirit so the bandit doesn't dash. He's also going to use a Magic Archer, which is fruitful for us because it's just going to give us more elixir. We can Dark Goblin here, kill the Pekka guaranteed with wall breakers now, and then use Evolved Valkyrie to pull the Magic Archer in. Dude, Evolved Valkyrie just feels wacky that it's able to pull whatever heavy card is nearby and you watch it fly. We're going to throw it out a Princess here and go for a Dark Goblin off to the side because we want to be able to shut down this Ghost and make sure that we get the most out of our cards. The Evolved Valkyrie is still giving us value. Oh my goodness. Is he going to lose the Battle Ram before it starts to ramp up? Of course. And then the Ice Spirit stops the Evolved Barbarians for giving them value too. We're going to throw a regular Goblin Barrel on the right because he's definitely expecting it on the left. We want to really catch him in a bad spot. Yep, let's go. Because the goblins are flowing through with value now. I can also get a Valkyrie down so that when he has to respond to this Dark Goblin, then we can just Ice Spirit leisurely counter that bandit and then Princess because we're going to be up 2 elixir there.
Where are you going?
So if we're up 2 elixir, then he has to Fireball the Princess, and then the game should be over with this Goblin Barrel. I don't think he's able to defend this cost effectively. And even if he does, I think the Ghost goes undercover and then the Dark Goblin hits the tower. Oh, that would have been so funny. Y'all can't even lie. That would have been one of the funniest ways to win a Clash Royale game. Anyway, we can go for wall breakers again and get back to a Goblin Barrel with the Valkyrie tanking, and the cost-efficient trades that this deck gives is crazy, especially since you're spamming at all points in time. It just takes a couple slip-ups from the opponent for the Dark Goblin, the Princess, or the wall breakers or Goblin Barrel to get tremendous damage. It's undeniable that our defense denied our opponent at every twist and turn for positive elixir trades. Whether it was the Ice Spirit versus the Bandit or the Inferno Tower melting an entire pekka. After punishing Evolved Pekka with bait, we've pushed up to 6,700 in the world. Alright guys, it's time to steal his legs and run right towards the tower. We're going to be going in for an Ice Spirit and go for a Goblin Barrel and Wall Breakers simultaneously because we got the elixir, we got the bank. It's time to watch his tower sink. So I want to go in for a Goblin Gang here. Our Princess is likely going to lock onto the tower for some bit of damage. I don't know how much we're going to get, but if we can Ice Spirit on the Dark Goblin, that would be nice just to kill it, minimize the damage potential from our opponent, and put ourselves in a position where, I mean, if we're playing against log bait versus log bait, we have to play a lot better than our opponent. That is something that is guaranteed. Like, this is the worst matchup for our deck by far. We had a phenomenal matchup against Pekka, and now we're playing against someone that kind of counters us. Think about it from this perspective. If you're running log bait and your opponent's also running log bait, but you don't have log, how are you supposed to counter their Goblin Barrel? It's like log bait, but their win condition just goes unchecked, you know? It's a problem. I'm gonna go wall breakers on the left side to try to keep him at a little bit of a deficit in damage if we can, or an elixir if he's gonna go cannon into the wall breakers each time. Dark Goblin, unfortunately, isn't very smart. It's locking onto the cannon that was gonna die anyway. I could Princess, I could also Ice Spirit, or I could go Goblin Gang. I think Goblin Gang is gonna be the best on our agenda here, because if we are able to force out logs like that, then hey, there's a chance. There's a chance. We're going to go Ice Spirit on the left side paired with the fake Goblin Barrel, so then we have something tanking for it. If that works out, then we're able to get a lot of damage if he logged the right and then just ignored the left. He didn't have that much elixir, and we were able to make elixir out of thin air with the Evolved Goblin Barrel. That's one of the reasons why it's so particularly good in this deck, specifically out of all the log bait decks in the game. Because if you keep your opponent at a low amount of elixir and you're able to use something that like essentially gives you a free clone value, and it's going to be really beneficial since the opponent probably won't have elixir to accommodate both sides simultaneously. And if you're spending 4 elixir and they're at 2, sure, they can log on top of one side, but the other side is going to do like their entire tower practically. Also, this Dark Goblin. Oh, I thought it was going to separate from the Valkyrie, but I guess they're long lost lovers that can never separate. If that Dark Goblin stayed alive, we had won the game then. The other fun thing to do is if you can go for something like this, where you Ice Spirit first so their Princess targets that, and then you're able to get your Princess to target the Princess of your opponent, then you kind of just win that interaction hardcore. It did not work out as well as we wanted, but it's still decent. We were able to go in for a Dark Goblin here and minimize the amount of damage that he gets because we're targeting on the correct one. We're pulling his Valkyrie in. And then we also have wall breakers here. Ooh, you know what? I don't know if this guy's going to have a good time because he probably loses the Dark Goblin without killing our Princess. We can go in for a Goblin Gang, and then we can go Ice Spirit so then he's not able to snipe our Princess with his Princess. So if we keep our Princess alive and we force out the log like that, and we end up getting that on the tower, holy. Bro is going to have to go Goblin Gang right now. But if he does that, I don't know if he's going to be able to go and counter our Goblin Barrel and also our wall breakers. He's just letting the Goblin Girl go unchecked. If I go Ice Spirit again, we're just going to particularly keep our Princess alive in every moment. Dude, this is insane. The Dark Goblin should lock onto the tower soon. I'm going to go Valkyrie. I'm going to go real Goblin Barrel on the right, fake one on the left, because I think he's going to log, so I just don't want to sacrifice a real one. Yep, nice. We get the real one on the tower, so now we have potential of taking both towers. He's probably going to go for Princess, so we're just going to go Goblin Gang here and then go Dark Goblin. I don't necessarily know where he's going to drop the Princess. I just want to be able to keep ours alive if we can. Always going Ice Spirit and Wall Breakers to win the battle at the river is tremendously important. Even if we end up getting a bad trade here, I'm okay with it because I think with Dagger Duchess, ideally, we're able to get like a good counter to Goblin Barrel with even like not defending it. Sometimes it's okay, just eat it and try to take their tower with your remnants of elixir and try to just sack it and attack. Because otherwise, if I go on an even playing field the entire match and he just is able to log on our Goblin Barrel, being up elixir, I'm screwed because he gets a +1 trade every time. Moments like that being decisive earned us a well played from our opponent and a victory. It's a risky play to pull off, but it's definitely necessary in a tough matchup like this one. So this guy finished ranked 31 in the world, and if you're that good at the game, I need to play my absolute best to even have a shot of damaging your tower, dude. So I'm gonna be trying huge. I'm gonna be trying so hard out here. We're gonna be going in for Princess in the back. Usually I play aggro with this deck, as I've said before, but I don't necessarily know what this guy's gonna be equipped with, and he did take a ton of damage. If you're ranked 30 in the world-ish, and you take a bunch of damage, you're definitely up elixir and you know how to use it. No, he's gonna have Tornado with Bar Barrel. Dang it, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be even harder now, actually. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
What if we go in for a Dark Goblin, Goblin Gang, and then Ice Spirit, and just possibly protect this precious princess for the one time. And then go Valkyrie in front of the princess. If this princess hits the tower in the night, that would be awesome. And it does! She knows what she wants in life. You gotta love the princess. However, she's gonna die. We gotta replace her real quick. So her clone is coming up living large on the left side. And I think I want to go in for wall breakers so that he is paranoid by those and maybe lets the princess slip on by for some damage. Yo, let's go. We got a hit with the wall breaker and the princess. I think at this point, he's gonna go in for Barrel Barrel to go and counter our Goblin Barrel. So without Tornado in cycle, I want to drop it off to the side and see if we can shimmy there and get some damage. Always going opposite lane to the opponent is ideal. And he does miss one of them. Even the best players in the world don't hit all the goblins from the Goblin Barrel with the Barrel Barrel. Drop it off to the side like we did, they're going to miss one, and it's immediately on the tower. If you drop it a little bit more distorted and they're good at the game, they're going to see that. But if it's on the tower, it's still a little bit harder for these players to see. Anyway, we're going to go in for a princess. Possibly get a good trade here. I don't think I have to respond to the Lumberjack because Dagger Duchess is broken. And then we're going to wall breakers immediately. Going for a Goblin Barrel on the right side. Ice Spirit as well. I think we've out-cycled the Barrel Barrel maybe? Yeah, we did, but that's not as much damage as we were hoping for, to be real. If I'm being honest. We eat some damage here so we can get more of an elixir advantage. It's ideal to do that with Dagger Duchess. It's only like one hit from the Skeleton Dragon. You don't want to defend at all points in time, as you guys saw against the Logbait player. When we got an elixir advantage, we really put on the pressure. And that's kind of what we're trying to do here, too. If we get an elixir advantage, we will end up winning the game, ideally. We get a Valkyrie down here with the Ice Spirit, so then the Valkyrie takes the target and the Dark Goblin doesn't die. We force out a freaking Electro Dragon. Huge value. Again, 5 elixir down the drain. We get Dark Goblin off the side to help out so we can kill that Electro Dragon a little bit quicker. If we get Goblin Gang down and protect the Dark Goblin, that would have been big. It didn't work out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We're going to try to go Ice Spirit here and then Wall Breakers again on the left. Notice I'm at 0 elixir. I'm actually legitimately at 0. And that is how we make our Goblin Barrels the hero. Because if they have nothing to defend, it's going to be a lot more damage than if they're overstepping their boundaries. And it's just hard to pay attention to the game for a full 5 minutes. I'm able to just commentate, chill, have a good time with you guys, and this guy is probably freaking out right now. He is not enjoying the game. It's like absolute...
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Guy hasn't been able to go golem the entire time. That's his first golem. And guess what? He has to deal with wall breakers. Then a Valkyrie's protecting the princess again. And then we can go in for another Goblin Barrel. Like, this is just chaos. We're creating it just for this guy's demise. We go Goblin Barrel to the side, see if he misses. He's going to Tornado instead. Definitely want to go for an Inferno Tower here to melt the Golem, but I think it's going to lock him in the Knight first and foremost. Still okay. I don't think he's got Lightning in his deck. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, so I'm not going to... Okay, yeah. I was like, if he did, I didn't want to mess up. We're going to go Ice Spirit off to the side. Hopefully it jumps on those Skeleton Dragons. Then we can Princess here. And then we're going to use the Princess to hopefully decimate the rest of the Skeleton Dragons. We don't want to get on the defensive end for too long because remember, we got Dagger Duchess. And when she's out of ammo, she's awful on defense. So we got to keep up the pressure here. Holy, look at that value. Okay, so we can afford to eat more damage on the left side. So we're going to go Dark Goblin here and just try to get a Princess on the left. Ideally, if this Princess walks onto the tower, we win the game. We're going to throw down a Goblin Barrel with the Princess walking on the tower. He's just not going to be able to have the emotional response to calibrate everything at once. Too tough. And the stupid goblins on the left were locked on the tower there too. So GG and well played against someone with Barrel Barrel and Tornado. Still not good enough to stop us though. Despite this guy being ranked 31 in the world with double small spells, he got beaten down by our barrage of bait cards. Okay, so this guy finished 89 in the world. We are leveling up every single game and playing against the best players in the world. I'm gonna go Ice Spirit. I should be able to kill the Electro Spirit with our Princess and then maybe lock on a tower, but I don't think that's happening. It's always good to test the waters, but when you're playing against a top ladder player, you're likely going to fail the test if you go too hard. I'm going to go for the Inferno Tower on this because I need to find a way onto this Expo. I don't think it's going to happen. He could go Electro Spirit, so we're going to go Ice Spirit off to the side and then maybe capture the Expo. Did we catch it with our Pokeball? Yes, we did. Hell yeah. This is definitely one of the worst matchups we could have gotten as well. I'm looking at the game right now and I'm like, how am I supposed to beat someone that ranked 90 or whatever in the world and have them have Expo when I've got no big spell? Like literally, what do I do? I think the way that I win is hopefully go for wall breakers, force out Teslas like that for pause elixir trades, go princesses, make him drop extra stuff on the princess like that he doesn't want to drop traditionally, and then just keep his elixir super, super low. So we can eat the archers a little bit and then go Goblin Gang here, and then maybe get an Ice Spirit in front of this Dark Goblin, so then it forces more elixir. I don't want it to die to the Tesla, but it probably will. Wait, why would you log? Why would you log that? Why don't you just eat the damage? Did he have no confidence in his capabilities? Like, I'm confused. Notice how we just don't care about the knight, don't care about the skeletons. I bet you he predicts us to go princess. Wait, that hits the tower. It doesn't. It just evades, right? No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. What the heck? I've never seen that tech in my life. Well played, bro. Dude, this is why he's so good at the game. Oh, I'm screwed. He knows that he can go for an expo like that. I don't have a big spell and I just automatically lose. That's why he said good luck. So he's not a very nice person. Despite him being really good at the game and knowing the game extremely well, he's not nice. Not a very nice player at all. I hate people that say good luck when they have a 100-0 matchup advantage, because I have no way of damaging this expo. He's going to drop another expo on offense, and this defensive one's going to keep the other one alive. So he's just really mean player. I don't like people like that. Like, it's not mean that he's doing the correct thing. It's mean that he says good luck when he knows that I can't really defend this unless he messes up or I just play extremely well. All right, we're going to try to go for a Dark Goblin here. Maybe it'll lock onto the expo for lucky. I got to go in for a Goblin Gang off to the side. And then the Princess is on the tower, fortunately enough for us. So take what we can get. I'm going to get a Valkyrie down. Could have also alternatively Ice Spirited, but don't have that in me. I'm going to go Goblin Barrel with both of these sides, and he's going to log, so not going to get much on the left. But on the right, that's an entirely different story. We'll take it. All right, we're a Princess here. We're trying to use our Valkyries to our best ability. He's going to Fireball on the tower, which is smart on his end, but also at the same time, I think we might be able to find our way through eventually, right? Like, if we just play well enough. We just believe in the heart of the cards. Go Goblin Gang Valkyrie into a Expo. Maybe we can kill it. I don't think the Valk's going to lock on the tower, but there's always a chance. Always a chance he fumbles. Going Goblin Barrel there is good. Plus, we can also go Princess off to the side, kill all those skeletons, and then not have to defend against the knight. I really want to beat this guy. If he wasn't nice and he's got a really good matchup and he knows it. He knows he's got an amazing matchup. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to go Dark Goblin, and then we're going to go probably not do anything with this Princess. We just want to protect it as much as we can. We can go Goblin Gang afterward. Goblin Barrel on the left side is ideal, so then we can get some extra damage back. Very cool. Princess is going to force out Log. Ooh, Goblin Gang forced out Log, actually. Let's go Wall Breakers. Try to get back to a Goblin Barrel mirror. Or Goblin Barrel Evolution, basically. Basically a mirror. All right, we're going to throw it down. Go Ice Spear here as well. Make him freak out a bit. How much damage do we get? Oh my gosh, it's doing a ton! Yo, we're back. We're back. All right, we can go for another Princess here on the right side. Gotta keep this Princess alive. I'm gonna go in for a Valkyrie Wall Breakers. Dark Goblin inside corner. Wall Breakers won't connect, but the Spear Goblins most certainly will. Spear Goblin's giving us a ton of damage. Guys, I need this win. I need this win for my sanity. I hate people that say good luck when they have matchups. They know they're not, they're sarcastically giving the good luck, you know? We're gonna go Valkyrie other side away. We're gonna have to go for the Inferno Tower just to tank. It will kill the knight. That's good. Great. On the Dark Goblin here, maybe we can kill. Go for a Valkyrie here as well. Need to go in for a Princess. I've got 24 seconds, so there's a chance that we're able to win this if we just play well enough defending, holding the door. It is possible. All right, so we're going to go for Goblin Gang as well. We're going to go in for Evolved Goblin Barrel again, and we're going to get it back to another Valkyrie, ideally. Ooh, I got it. I got it, and we got him to log too. I think we got him, guys. We legitimately beat one of the hardest counters in the game with Expo when we do not have a single way of damaging his towers and no way of killing defensive Expos. I love the fact that we beat one of the best players in the world that was supremely confident in his position. Just taking a look at that guy's best season at over 3,200 medals and 89 in the world, that is disgustingly tough to get. Anyone at that skill level is someone that I should not be beating, especially when they have a massive matchup advantage like that one. But having the capability of spamming all sides simultaneously opens up opportunities where even the best players in the world will make misplays. And when they do, you'll go through with your goblins, collect your free damage, and sometimes pull away with unbelievable wins. Barrel the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.